is another unboxing video. The box is actually in there, but I'll explain to you what it is. This video is about the original Craft Beer Club. Basically what this is every month they send microbrews. You don't know what a microbrew is? It's basically like instead of a commercial beer like Anheuser-Busch or Bud Light or shit like that, it's just microbrews. Like they make it in a very small amount all over the country, and these are beers that you can't get in Georgia where I live. And what we have right here, this one right here, I will not be doing today because tomorrow me and my dad are going to do this one. So look for that video. This one, in my opinion, I've already drank one. It's very fucking good, and I think that y'all like the video on it. It's a pale ale, but we'll be doing that one tomorrow. But on to the beers that are actually I'm doing tonight. This one is a brown ale. I've already poured it, as you can see. Brown. And I got a little piece of paper that they send you that tells you all about this beer. Now let's just read a little bit about this beer. Legend Brewing Company, most popular beer. The brown ale is a legacy, full-bodied version of a British brown ale, rich, malt forward, which means basically malt. If you know, a malt is like the stuff they make the beer out of. It's like, brewed with beautiful, I don't know that big word, a little drunk, leave me alone, I'm a little drunk. It's basically just a really good beer, really nutty and just really, really, really malty, and you can actually taste it really well. Apparently is what they're saying here. I haven't actually drank this beer yet, but actually, this company's pretty cool. If you do an ongoing subscription with them, they send you a bottle opener, some peanuts, which are damn good. I already ate some of them a little bit. Sorry. And they also send you glasses. These little tiny glasses that they send you are pretty awesome. They're like little tiny tasting glasses. And I've got 4 of them. There's one over there on that one. And then this one right here. They send you little tiny tasting glasses, which is pretty freaking cool. And they send you a really heavy duty bottle opener. This thing is like dead serious, like steel kind of thing. Probably kill an antelope with this thing. But this is the brown ale. And I'm going to see if I can read a little bit about each one as I open them. So that's by Legacy, or Legend, not Legacy, sorry, Legend, the brewing company Legend. And the next one are by another company, Lucid. And the 2 that I've got is the Pale Wheat Ale, which is this one right here. And it's 4.5 ABV, alcohol by volume. And this one right here is the Kick-Ass, apparently, because it's the American Amber Ale, and it's 8% alcohol, ABV, alcohol by volume. So, let's go ahead and crack these open and pour them into these glasses and see what the hell they look like. So, let's do this real quick. Gotta do it this way. It's the way it says to do it. Pretty good little head on that. On this one. Like that right there. And then this one is the red ale. But right down here it says the American Amber Ale. So I don't know what it is. It's red or amber. So I'm going to guess it's really dark. Bottle opener. Let's see what the fuck this looks like. Oh yeah, it's dark. Look at that head. Look at that head. Alright. This one right here, I already read about a little bit. So let's read about this one. The Lucid Amber Pale Ale. And let's see what it says about it. Stay. Be good. You stay. And this one. This one right here. You be good like your brother. Alright. The Lucid American Pale Ale, 4.5 ABV. Lucid flagship beer, the American Pale Wheat Ale is what the brewing company and the Enlightened Ale. It's a very, very enlightened ale and knows all about the universe, I swear. A perfect filtered beer with a smooth, efficient, light body and a clean, crisp finish. All right. And then we've got the Lucid Deuce American Amber Ale, which is 8 ABV, which is, if you don't know beer, is a fucking high-ass amount of alcohol by volume. The Lucid Brewing Deuce Proudly D-O-C-H-A-Y. I don't know. The Red Ale Deuce has a rich flavor with a slightly sweet finish for an 8% alcohol beer. They're basically saying it's got a good taste for being such a high-ass volume of alcohol. It's extremely well balanced and easy drinking. So, I'm not going to read it all, but basically what they're saying is, because I mean, if you don't know beer, they sell some beer out there that is like 8%, and it is absolutely horrible. It is just disgusting compared to apparently this. I've never tasted this. I'll tell you what I think about it, but we'll see real quick. Okay, so the first one I'm going to drink is the Brown Ale by Legend. Let's see what it looks like. It's got a nice little deep color. And this subscription is awesome, by the way, before I start drinking. This subscription is awesome, by the way. It cost me $39 for all of this. And I get 12 beers, 3 of each. I get 12 beers, 3 of each one of these beers. This one too. So, 4 different kinds in all. And I've tried that one over there, and it is absolutely delicious. I love microbrews, I really do, because it's not like a stapled company. It's not like, well, we're gonna make this beer like this every time. Each beer that they brew and each, they make tastes different just a slightly bit. So it's very, very good. And let's try this one right here. Very dark color, nice little head, keeps it good. Very good, very hoppy. Which I do like, very hoppy beer. It's got nice lacing on the glass, as you can see right there. Very nice lacing. Very good beer. I don't have a palate cleanser, but let's hope these work just as well as a palate cleanser. I don't really know, though. I'm guaranteeing you a bunch of people watch this video. I've already had a couple views. I'm wearing my Link t-shirt. As you can see, I made a video about Loot Crate, and they sent me this t-shirt in it. You can go watch that video on my channel if you want to. Subscribe. Yeah. Huh? Okay, so let's try this palate cleanse. A couple hits off of a cigarette. That should be good. Gross. And the next one we're going to try is the Lucid Enlightened Ale. Really don't know what an enlightened ale is, but apparently it's supposed to be really good. So let's see what this tastes like. Now, it doesn't have a really, really deep color like the other one did. It's kind of like, it's not really amber. It's more like if you were to water down apple juice, basically, is what this looks like. And the head isn't very well, but let's see what it tastes like. I mean, it's good, but I wouldn't buy it. I mean, for the amount of alcohol that it actually contains, which is 4.5, which is kind of low for a beer. I mean, hell. I mean, I can't even fucking think. Bud Light, I think, is like 4.6, and this is only 4.5. And I'm guaranteeing this beer probably costs way more than Bud Light does because it is a microbrew. But if you're at a bar and you want something that's not going to get you drunk really quickly, if you're talking to a girl, not saying you want to get girls drunk and you stay not drunk. I'm just, no disclaimer, but it's all around. It's an all right beer. Myself, I probably wouldn't buy it. But it is a good beer. I mean, not to say that it isn't a good beer. It is a good beer. But for this company to make this low of alcohol beer and then to turn around and make this one is ridiculous. Because this is a 4.5. Basically, this is almost over half the alcohol content of the other one. This one right here is 4.5. This one right here is 8% alcohol by volume, which is insane. And they say it's really smooth and it's really good and you can't taste the alcohol. So we're going to try that. It's a nice color. It's a very nice color. That's the kind of color I like on a beer. Where you can see through it. This one right here was insanely dark, and usually insanely dark beers have a lot of hoppy taste to it, which I do like hoppy tasting beers. But after a couple of them, you kind of get tired of that taste, and it's like kind of bitter, and you don't really like. It's basically like drinking 6 or 7 cups of coffee, which no one really does. So let's try this. The head on it stays on nicely, and it's got a little bit of lacing on it. I haven't drank none yet, and you can still see the lacing on it. So let's try this. I didn't do my palate cleanser. Sorry. So I'll take another drink. That's pretty damn good beer. It really is. It's a pretty damn good beer. I mean, compared to other kinds of beers that have 8% alcohol, they really stepped it up on the hops, which I mean, hops hides the alcohol percentages not very well, but they do. Like other beers, like Ford Loco, they have 8 and 9% alcohol, but their hops, they barely have fucking any. Basically, it's like just wine with like a shitload of fruit in it that you try to hide the alcohol with. I would way rather drink this than a Ford Loco. I really would. So this, I would say is a very good beer. Also, so I'm going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. And I'm going to rate them in taste. I'm going to rate them in head. Okay, the way that they keep their head. And I'm going to rate them in texture, the way it feels in your mouth. Okay, so this one right here, I would rate this in taste. I would rate this very well in taste, because I do love a hoppy beer after all. And I would rate this around, I'm not going to do a final tally score, but I would rate this around, I'd say a 7 in taste. And then in head, being able to keep its head for a long period of time, I would say around a 6. And then in texture, the way it feels in your mouth, I would say around a 9, because it does feel like it goes down very smoothly, and it is like a very good beer. This one right here, taste, I don't know, I'd rate it like a 5. And then in texture, I'm going to give it a 6. Because it is a very smooth beer, but it's only a very smooth beer because it doesn't have a lot of taste to it. So, you know, and then in head, doesn't keep its head at all. It's basically like a Bud Light, you know, which isn't a very, you know, beer that you pour to see the head and you're like, wow, look at this, you know, unless you pour a beer very wrong. So I'm going to rate it around a 3 in head. And this one right here, I have to actually say, this one right here, I'd have to actually say is my second favorite. This one here being my first. So I'm going to say head, I'm going to give it a 9 because it keeps it very well. You can see the actual lacing on the glasses. I mean, this one right here has a little bit, and this one right here is a little bit higher because I drink a little bit less of it. This one right here, it keeps it very well all the way around the glass. It keeps its head very well. And in texture, the way it feels in your mouth, it is a little harsh, so I'm going to rate it around a 5. And then on taste, I'm going to give it like a 3 because it is still harsh to be a beer that, I mean, compared to Ford Loco though, Ford Loco goes into the negative because you can't have a beer with this much alcohol content without having to sacrifice something. And most likely, whenever you have a beer this high on alcohol content, you have to sacrifice taste. So, yeah. All in all, very good beers, you know, and these aren't the only beers I'm going to get every month. I'm going to get new beers every month. It's a very good subscription, and I think y'all should check it out. It's called the Original Craft Beer Club, and it's very awesome. It costs $39 a month, and I think y'all would like it. If you like this video, subscribe, comment, tell me what other subscription boxes you think I should subscribe to, and I will go on them if they're not too corny. Okay, because I've seen some subscription boxes out there that are a little bit weird. But heck, if enough people offer them, or enough people ask for them, I'll do it too. Okay? So, as always, have a nice night, people.